Thank you. Good morning, how are we doing? You sure? First of all, before we talk about Q-Link, I had the joy of hearing some of the talks this morning and hearing about the vision board thing. And did you all see the video clip of The Secret? And you know when the guy holds up the vision card and the back of the head? That's me in the video. The people in 21st century don't know that, which is quite interesting. When I said, oh wow, that clip, that was the back of my head. I'm actually on the titles. And it was a funny story, is outside of doing Q-Link, everything else, it's a bit embarrassing, but I do a bit of modelling. You know, a bit scary, but anyway, it's fun, it's cash, and people tell you what to do. It's like a human coat hanger with a pulse. It's really cool to turn up. They give you food and give you money. And it's cool, you don't have to think, because everything else in my life I have to think about and focus on. So I was here talking to the producer with The Secret, and I said, yeah, this is really cool. And he started telling me about the journey of The Secret. And I said, well, it's funny, actually, about this. I really believe in this, and I teach this when I do courses on outcome-focused psychology. He said, how do you mean? I said, well, a couple of weeks ago, I needed to find this file on this computer, and I couldn't find it. So I dug out a computer that was nearly 2 years old, sitting in the garage. It had some file that I was looking for, and turned this old computer on. It took about 5-10 minutes. And up on the screensaver was this car. And I went, and I forgot that I looked at this image of this car on my screensaver for about 2 years. And 6 months prior to getting this old computer up, I bought a new car, and that was the car. And I told him this, and he's going, wow, this is no accident. You know, out of all the extras we got, you believe in this, and it's happened all the way through The Secret. So I can't, tell you strongly enough, focus what you want, you get what you want. It's true. Because unfortunately, the other options really sucks. Focus on what you don't want, that shit happens. Guaranteed. Anyway, let me talk about Q-Link. Q-Link really simply is a wearable technology to reduce your stress. So these are the symptoms that people have of stress or feeling out of balance. A lot of people feel out of balance. They get headaches, have poor sleep, lack of energy, feeling out of balance, jet lag, and office fatigue. Jet lag and office fatigue are virtually the same. People just get beat up all the time, but it's all the stresses that are in the environment. And what puts your body out of balance is the food we eat. An example of that is if we have too much sugar, our insulin goes up, it throws the body out of balance, insulin kicks in, we slump down. We have too much alcohol, we all know the effects of that, throws the body out of balance. The emotional meaning we put to things, certain things that you focus on could enhance your body or depress you, all puts our body in and out of balance. And our environment, too hot, too cold, not enough pressure, too much pressure, or electronic fog. There's so much electronic fog in our environment now than ever before, which throws our body out of balance. Electronic fog from mobile phones, computer and Wi-Fi. I'm just going to play a little 2-minute DVD on the medical benefits on Q-Link, and then I'll come in some of the benefits of wearing our technology.
Q-Link is a lightweight pendant worn around your neck and is the product of a quarter-century of pioneering research developed in conjunction with scientists from Stanford University and the University of California. The key to the pendant's effect is the SRT3 resonating cell. SRT, or sympathetic resonance technology, fine-tunes and enhances your body's energy systems and aids the body's natural ability to cope with stress. A scientifically researched combination of elements from the periodic table are manufactured using a proprietary process to create a resonating cell that helps eliminate stress and increase focus and concentration.
The National Institutes of Health in 1994 accredited this concept of a field of energy in and around each of our cells that regulates the homeostasis, regulates basically the well-being of that particular cell, which of course adds up to your whole body. The Q-Link enhances the biofield, which has the information for you to become more focused.
It immediately shifts their energy and brings them closer to balance, which is where we want to see them. I have never seen anything that has made such a notable improvement to the meridians in such a short period of time. And it remains to be the only product that I've ever endorsed with my equipment in 10 years.
I was able to read the studies that have been done by scientists with the Q-Link, seeing studies of blood that were removed from a patient and looked under a microscope before the Q-Link and after the Q-Link, and the results were astoundingly improved. There are other tests that have been used on the Q-Link known as heart rate variability, where it affects the autonomic nervous system. And after wearing the Q-Link, one's autonomic nervous system is far more healthy and normal and in homeostasis.
So there's a bit of the medical science behind the Q-Link. Here's some symptoms out here, like who would like to have better sleep, fewer headaches, more energy, reduce that office and jet lag, and increase concentration and focus. A lot of time we have things in our life that throw us out of balance, and what we do is we take Panadol, other drugs, just try to get our body to cover up those symptoms. But if we played that same psychology to our motor vehicle, we drive down the road, an oil light comes on, we grab a hammer, smash the oil light, whew, that problem's gone away. You're really going to start to look at what the symptoms are and find some solutions for that. Q-Link really does help with a lot of these symptoms. Takes the edge off them quite dramatically. So here's some other ways the Q-Link really helps. It really helps reduce the stress from electromagnetic fields or electronic fog from mobile phones, computers, Wi-Fi, GPS, and hairdryers. So think about this. You're sitting down at a desk in an office all day in front of your computer. You're sitting down, not moving, drinking caffeine by the bucketful, which is a stimulant, and you go home tired. On the weekend, you're standing up, burning calories, moving your body around, drinking alcohol, which is a sedative, and you've got more energy to know what to do with. Hello, your environment's throwing your body out of balance. People talk about flying is stressful. How stressful is it to sit there, push a button, they bring you food and beverages, and watch a movie? Hello, it isn't stressful. However, the electronic fields coming out of that plane and having all the movie screens behind the back of your seats puts our body out of balance. Because you wouldn't go home tonight, start up your laptop, slide under your pillow, put your head down and think you had a good night's sleep, but in the back of all the seats, there's a computer there. It throws your body out of balance. So the Q-Link just helps bring your body back into balance. And there's other things out there, like electronic fog, like who's been there screaming at a computer, getting road rage, massive emissions from mobile phone. Road rage, for example, it wasn't around 20 years ago, but it's around now. One of the major reasons, the electronic fog that's coming out of cars. Most of your cars now have GPS, electronic seats, windows, everything else. I've got two vehicles. One, an 84-year-old battle truck, nothing electronic at all. You should do a stress test of someone in that, they're totally lock solid, no stress at all. You put them in my modern vehicle, it's everything electronic, their bodies just throw out of balance. And that's why we're so much more reactive when we're driving our modern vehicles today, because there's so much pollutant in there that throws our body out of balance. So what's inside the Q-Link? In the heart of the Q-Link are these two cells in the middle of the pendant, and we put two in the bracelet. And what they really do, it's quite complex of how it works, but it's really a bit like computer chips. Don't work out how they work, just trust that they do. But an example of how they work, they help resonate the energy of the body. For example, what I mean by resonate or vibrate, if I put some crystal bowls next to each other, and with my energy, I got that middle bowl vibrating, it started to make a big hum noise, started you'd soon notice the two bowls either side will start to resonate, the other two bowls either side, all of a sudden they're all harmonizing, collectively. That's like putting the Q-Link on your body. It starts to resonate with your body, and all of a sudden it starts to send this energy back through your body, your energy through your body stronger. Like throwing a pebble into a little pond, the ripples go out and come back. Another way to think about Q-Link in a real simple way is, it's like putting a bigger, stronger, powerful antenna on your energy system. Because if you're listening to a radio and there's some interference around, it starts to crackle or go off station. What you do is put a big antenna on the radio, all of a sudden you hear the station way clearer, crisper and sharper, no matter how much disturbance is around. The Q-Link works very simple and very similar to that. Just put it on your body and enhances your energy. A few of you are probably going to think, wow, is it similar to magnets or crystals? The simple answer is no, it's not. Crystals and magnets have their own energy in them. I don't want to wear someone else's energy, or I don't want to have the energy of something else, but I want to wear a device that enhances my energy. Because if I put the crystals or magnets on my wife, who's half my size, it may be too weak on her, but too strong on me, because our energy is different. But the Q-Link is a neutral device that's purely designed to enhance and resonate the energy of the wearer way stronger, so it communicates more powerfully. Some history. We've been around for over 14 years. Here's some magazines that we've been featured in. Here's a couple of guys you recognise. Tony Robbins, Deepak Chopra. They don't endorse products, but they certainly endorse ours. They just found it made a massive difference to electronic fields. Come by the stand, you can read their testimonials in detail. And we also had Q-Links on nearly half an Olympic team. And here's an Olympic athlete talking about Q-Link.
Does the Q-Link alleviate stress? Well, I've got the most stress on me at this point in my career. career. I've built a beach volleyball stadium in Queensland. I'm going for another gold medal in Beijing. I've built a house. And people say that I'm not as stressed as I used to be. So I've got more pressure with less stress. Obviously it's the Q-Link. But the Q-Link helps me get the best sleep, even though it's shortened. The biggest benefit I receive when using the Q-Link is for jet lag. Travelling around the world to play beach volleyball, I find that it takes me 3 or 4 days to get used to where I am. But when I've got the Q-Link on, within 24 hours I feel as good as new and can go out there and play to my optimum performance.
Here's Alan and Barbara Pierce. They also said jet lag was a big thing for them. They said that Q-Link's probably going to save them thousands and thousands of dollars because now they can land closer to the event, speak at their optimal level and leave again without having any of the symptoms of jet lag. Again, it made a big difference to their concentration and focus. Here's Mario Fennick.
It made sense to me, so I thought I'd trial it, and after a short period of trialling it, I got one for myself, and then my wife grabbed one as well. So it's been great. I'm always a pretty sort of tense sort of guy, and I must admit that since I've had the Q-Link on, I feel a bit more relaxed and a lot easier on the kids, and probably not as jumpy. And my golf has been sensational. The missus loves the Q-Link. She says, "Oh, you're so more easy, you're relaxed." And don't tell anyone, but I love the Q-Link too because she's more relaxed too.
What Murray talks about then with his golf, again, it's concentration and focus over 18 holes. It makes a massive big difference. I'm pretty sure that Tiger Woods would like a Q-Link now to reduce his stress levels, but that's a whole different story. So the blood studies, very simply, the blood is the fluid of the body. If it's functioning better, not as much damaging cells in it, it's going to flow better and you're going to feel better. The Q-Link, as it's showed by the doctor in that video, really does enhance the energy levels of the body on the blood. We talked about the stress testing. Here's a biomeridian machine. We test the body, the human body. The subject there is just getting tested. He has a sensor in one hand and they test the biomeridian levels of his body. Red is stressed, yellow is weak and green is balanced. This is him just walking up the street, very similar. We did this with some racing car drivers recently. This is how they were out of the car. In this example, we put a mobile phone on the test subject, bang, it went straight into red. When we put the racing car drivers in the car, their body went straight into red with all the technology in the car and their helmets. Within 2 minutes of wearing a Q-Link, their body went into the green. All the systems started to function more optimally, thus reduce their stress and increase their performance. This is very similar to flying with jet lag, being around computers. As I said, we've been around for a long while. In 1991, we created the classic Q-Link. The scientists who created the product, unfortunately, also created the look of it. So you can see it's quite an ugly unit. It looked like Hale the chip to Bill Gates back then. We've changed the design quite dramatically now, and these are the current designs. The technology in all the products, from the black, white, blue, the titanium, down to our silver and gold pebble, all work exactly the same. You don't need to pay any more money to get any more benefit. They all work exactly the same. The only difference is the cosmetic casing of the units. The bracelets work exactly the same as the bracelets compared to the pendants, and all the bracelet models within themselves all work the same. So every product works exactly the same on the body. So a few of you, I don't want you to think, wow, the more money I spend or more invest in a product that's going to enhance my quality of my life, the more benefit I get. You don't. From the base model to the gold one, they all work exactly the same. We also created a device now that helps put out that resonation that's in the pendant into a standalone unit. So you can plug it in, put it in your office or your home. Great for a lot of parents. Really reported it made a big difference to kids studying when they put them in their room, because all the YGens now have 2, 3 multiple electronic devices in their bedroom. It really affects their sleeping and also their focus. Here's a doctor talking about Q-Link.
Dr. Joanna Martin, and yes, I am a qualified medical doctor. I graduated a long time ago. I don't do that anymore though. I'm not a practicing doctor anymore. Instead, what I do is travel the world as a speaker. Now, the reason I take the time to tell you this is because I've got a new best friend. It's this little person around my neck. It's my Q-Link. And since getting my Q-Link, I feel like my entire world has changed. It really has made life much, much more easy for me. Let me give you a little bit of an example about the day that I got this. I was on the third day of a 3-day training, and I was pretty spaced out. It's very intensive, being on stage 14 hours a day. And one of my friends came up and said, "Joe, you need this," and put it around my neck. From the moment it went on, I felt grounded, I felt connected right back in my body, and I felt like I had the energy to see that last day through. I was so grateful for it. But since then, things have just got even better. You wouldn't know it, but just yesterday I flew in from LA. I went through another whole day of a training. Last night I was up until 1 o'clock in the morning, don't tell anyone, and then up again early this morning at day 2 of the training again here today. And I feel like I'm full of beans, full of energy. Jet lag doesn't seem to bother me at all anymore, where it used to wipe me out. So, look, I don't know if it's all the Q-Link, but I have not taken this thing off since I got it, and I'm not going to risk it. So I absolutely love my Q-Link. If you get the opportunity to grab yourself one, do it. Try it for yourself, because it's absolutely 100% worth giving it a shot. I love mine. I think you'll love yours too.
As Dr. Martin says there, she won't take it off. It's so many, like some of my mates were really sceptical. You know, mate, you're full of crap, you're full of shit, this doesn't work. How could something so small do so much? I said, give it a go. And I asked him later and goes, mate, I still think you're full of shit, but I'm not going to take it off. You know, or they take it off after a week and put it back on again and go, dude, yeah, it actually does work. You know, bummed out. You get that with quality friends, they keep you grounded. We also have pet Q-links. And, okay, and here's a little numpsy with a pet Q-link on, oh. But this is really funny. We get more calls about pet Q-links than ever before, but this is how it starts out. And they start out and go, can you tell me about the pet Q-link? Well, what do you need to know? I mean, how you found the Q-link works for yourself. I don't need a Q-link. I'm not stressed, but my dog reacts all the time. But sir, if you actually wore a Q-link, you'd calm yourself down and be less stressed, and you'd find your animal would be, dude, you're not listening. I'm not the one who's stressed, my dog is. Trust me, if you're thinking, wow, I'll get one from a dog because it's really flighty, but I don't need one, look after yourself first, the animal second, please. So, yeah, as I said, we got so much medical science behind it. We've got some amazing testimonials. The simple thing is we give people a 100-day money-back guarantee. We're an approved medical device. It's nearly not rocket science. Give it a whirl, you know, see how it works. I want to do a quick muscle test for 2 people. I'll start with a guy. I want a guy who's quite strong, built, you know, big guy. Don't really pick someone. Sean. Let's hear it for Sean. He doesn't know what he's in for. Do you have a mobile phone in your pocket at all? Yep. Why don't I do a muscle test? Is it on? Cool. Okay. I just want to do a muscle test on you, test you now, then I'll give you a stressor like the mobile phone. I can either stress you by yelling abuse at you or use this as a stress. I think we'll go with this. A little bit easier in my voice. Put your arm at the side, palm down flat. Now push up as hard as you can. I'm going to use one finger. Push, 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 push. So he's quite strong. And listen up. Pop that in your pocket. Put your arm up. Keep your arm straight. Push up as hard as you can. Okay, give me the phone again. Just want to show that again. But put your arm up. Keep your arm straight. Push up as hard as you can. See, you can overcome me. Just pop that back in your pocket. Put your arm up. Keep your arm straight. Push up. It just comes down. Put the Q-link in here. So at the moment now, his energy is going into the Q-link, it's a neutral device, and bounce that energy through his body stronger. Put your arm up, keep it straight, push up as hard as you can. So that's 100 kilos, leaning on him. Pop it up, put your arm up, push up, so it comes down. No, so much different that his body's a bit more confused. All right, thanks, Sean. One quick test and then I'll throw you to a break. I need a lady here who works on computers all the time. He sits on computers nearly all day. Now we pick one, a lady. Someone here? Come on. All right, ma'am. Come on. Or just come over here. Just thank you. No, just stand here. Just here. Put your arm at the side. Push up as hard as you can. Quite strong. Good. Actually, this time lock your arm to your side. Hard as you can. I'm going to try and move your arm away from your thigh. You keep your hand next to your thigh. Hard as you can. Hard as you can. Good. Okay, just come over here and put your hand on the laptop. Lock your arm to your side. Lock your arm into the side, hard as you can. Lock it in. So it just comes up. And that's quite awkward for me to do. Just gonna pop your top. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Okay, lock your arm to your side. How stressed are you now? Okay. Lock your arm to your side. Hard as you can. See, I can't get that away. Pop that up. Lock it in. Side. Lock it in. Just comes up easily. All right, thank you. So I'm going to throw you to a quick break now. As Jamie wears it, he loves us to come along and share the product with you because he finds that everyone who wears that product focuses better, gets more out of the program, makes much better quality decisions when they're investing and taking out the rest of life. Come and check us out at the stand. We have, if you're interested in independent, grab a yellow form, blue form for the bracelets. They all work the same. And any questions, please come and see me at the stand, and I've got a team out there who can help you with anything else. Thanks for your time.